Hello my friends, welcome back to another crafty video. I have some fun today. Boy, did I have an awesome time on the website. I'm speaking of the Spellbinders website, of course. Did you know, I bet you I'm going to catch some of y'all not knowing this. Did you know that the new bold numbers, BetterPress and Eyes, have registration plates online for, get this, check these out. I printed all of them. All the special birthdays, all of them, 18th, 21, all the way up to 70th birthday. Graduations, 2005, 2006, and they're all different directions. See, they're different ones, different landscapes and portraits, all the way to 2007 or 27. Then, if that's not enough, they also have anniversaries, those special anniversaries from the 10th anniversary all the way up to, I believe, 50. Yes, 50th anniversary. I printed all of these out. And let me show you what I do with my registration plates or printouts. First of all, I save the PDF. Okay, you can download the PDF onto your computer for safekeeping. Okay, so you always have it, especially if Spellbinders decides to take that off the website. So what I do is I grab a lamination pouch. You can get these on Amazon or probably Walmart. They're very inexpensive. And I use a lamination pouch. Now, this, if you cut it out to the red line, this doesn't fit my 4x6. It's a little shy. So what I do is I trim this down to the green lines. So I'm just going to do that real quick. I wanted to show it to you completely though, so you knew what I was doing. I'm trimming this down to the green lines, and then I'm going to put it in my pouch, and I'm just going to put it through my pink mink. Now the pink mink is usually used for toner hot foiling, and I have yet to do that, believe it or not. I know Nancy Stamps is going to kill me when she hears that, if she hears that, so don't go running to her and telling her, because you telling me and I'm going to get in trouble. So, I love you, Nance. Okay, so what I'm going to do, and this is what I've done, is I'm going to put this little example on the back of my pocket, and I'm going to put this face up in my pocket. See that? I'm going to close my pocket. Now, this is not a carrier sheet that the mink comes with. This is a lamination pocket. Okay, but you see I have my example back there, I have my registration plate here, and I'm just going to run it through my pink mink. Okay, so this way I have a registration plate that can be used over and over and over again. The lines are not going to be removed, and I can even use it on my glimmer machine. Now, that is something I have done that is not recommended by Spellbinders. That is something I have personally done. Do it at your own risk. I'm saying that as a disclaimer because I've only done it once, but it did work fine for me. And when you're done with this, yes, it's hot, so be careful. You have a registration ready to go, and we're going to use this today. Not this one, but the other one I have. We're going to use it and make a graduation card. So I'm going to trim that bottom off. Let's get our pouches out of the way. I just wanted to show you the ones I had bought. I actually found them at a grocery store in my area. And we're going to play. So I've chosen some colors for, go ahead and turn this off. I have chosen some colors for a local team, the Georgia Bulldogs, which my husband is not going to like because he is a Georgia Tech fan. But the Georgia Bulldogs, and we are going to use the Georgia colors. Now, Georgia Bulldogs are red and black, and I'm missing my black here, but I will get it. And so I decided to go with, I decided to go with black and gray, and then a strawberry, and then I brought out my LDRS red, because this is a true red. It's called Kiss Me Red, and you will see it is a perfect red for Christmas also. So that is a red I really adore. Okay, let me grab my numbers. We're going to need the 2. We are going to need the 0. We're going to need the 5 for 2025. Gosh, it seems like yesterday that it was 2000 that we hit that milestone. I'm going to sit those over there. And then we're also going to need, from the Sweeping Celebration Sentiments, we're going to need Congrats. So let's grab that one, because that one fits right in here, I believe. Yep, right there. And this set has Class of, Congrats, Happy Anniversary, and Happy Birthday. So this one is Congrats on this one. And I bet you they probably have Class of in some of them too. Let's see. Is that Class of there? Let me see. Actually, let me check. Is this class? Yep. See that? Look at that. Check that out. So if you want Class of 2025, you could do that one there. Isn't that great? Look at the versatility of this. All the birthdays, all the anniversaries, and graduation for 3 years to come. So this is an amazing set. Amazing. And that's why I wanted to point this out to you. I like value in products, and that's why this to me is a big thing, especially if you make cards for like shops. If you make them to sell, I have a little boutique, like consignment shop boutique, that I actually sell my cards in. So this is perfect for that, because graduation will be right around the corner, and you know, it's going to be the rage. Everybody likes the Georgia Bulldogs in this area. So I'm going to go ahead and get this big number out of the way. This big red. I'm going to go ahead and ink this up and get it really solid. Love me some LDRS ink. If you are in need of extra colors of ink for your BetterPress, you can get these LDRS hybrid ink pads at LDRScreative.com. I do have a 15% discount code if you are not aware, and you just use Melanie15 when you're over there. So all of their array of colors, I believe they have 60 colors, I believe. It's either 48 or 60. I have authority that they might be coming out with more colors in the future. I hope they do, because their color choices are wonderful. Miss Angie, the owner, has wonderful taste in her designs, especially sentiments for her BetterPress. So I really, really like that. But I love the colors of the ink and how they press out. I just touched the ink there. So if that's something you're interested in, is more colors, make sure to use that discount code. Every penny of savings is worth it. Okay, let's get this right down here. Perfect. And let me just touch that little mark right there that I made. Okay. Okay, I've got my paper here all taped down in the 4 corners. Don't want anything to move. So I've taped the registration down securely. I've taped my paper down securely. The only thing that can move here is the plate itself. So, and that's the BetterPress plate, the 2 that's in there. So let me run this through my Platinum 6 on the side here off camera, and we will get that first number die cut or pressed out. Okay, now this is going off the page purposely. That is the correct way it is supposed to be. And now I'm just going to remove this plate off the side here, and I will just add a little bit of LDRS Extreme Clean to it to make sure that this does not stain. It will, sometimes they stain a little bit, but that does surely help. Then we will go to the second number. Now we will go for the 0. Get that semi in place because we always can move it. And how about we go for the black? Get a nice smooth coverage. Take your time with it. It's not a race. The slower you are in this process and the more time you take with this step right here, the smoother coverage you're going to get on the paper, because you want this to be smooth as butter right here. See how smooth? Let me bring this up to you a little bit. See how smooth that inking is on that part of the plate? That is what you want. You want it to look like almost like cashmere, you know? No gray areas. And that's what gives you the pretty pressing. If you rush, you're going to get splotchy and poorer results. So you just want to take your time and just enjoy the process, because you get such gorgeous results with your BetterPress. And so easy. It can be so easy. Okay, we got our 0 in place. Let's pull our paper back in here, and we will do our 0 and have a 20. This card, of course, takes a little time because you have 5 steps, but hopefully it's going to be well worth it. So let's see what this looks like. Ooh, look at there. That looks sharp. Sharp, sharp, sharp. Okay, I'm going to move this one off to the side here. Marinate it in some Ultra Clean or Extreme Clean. Definitely want to get this when you're at LDRS as well. I am going to make sure that's well and clean. We'll clean this as well with Extreme Clean when we're done. Okay, I have cleaned my 2 and also cleaned my 0 over here. And now we will go ahead and put this guy down here. And this time, let's see. I think we will use the other red. So this time we'll use the strawberry. I think that'll be good. That way they kind of alternate. And this will be a little lighter than the other red. I wanted to just have a little bit of contrast, even though the colors are red and black. That's why I chose to use a lighter black and a lighter red, just to have a little play in the colors. I didn't want it to be boring. It's just me in color. It's just the way I am. So hopefully this will come together and look nicely. They'll still know it's Georgia. Hopefully. See what Santa Randy says when he gets home. Okay. I'm just going to scoot this out of the way and take my cloth here. It's just easier to wipe this. That's another nice thing about the coded registration here, is it wipes right off. If I had just used the paper, it would have gotten all dirty, and I probably only used it once. It would have driven me nuts. So here I can wash off the lamination. So, and if you do not have a pink mink, don't run out and buy one unless you want to get into toner foiling. You can get a cheap laminator, or you can laminate the stuff at like an Office Depot. or Office Max type of Staples, that kind of place. So don't feel like you got to go run out and buy something. You just need the pockets. Or even an office supply store, they probably have the pockets too. That is not solid right here. I'm noticing. So let me hold this and get a little twisting right there. It's not quite solid. Okay. Might not be completely solid right there. We shall see. I just love the size of these numbers. Something else too is the dies that cut them out. I've got 2 samples to show you at the end of the video. I made 2 birthday cards, and the dies that cut these out I used, and I show you, you know, the size around them, but the dies can also be used just on their own, and I'll give you some ideas on how they can be used at the end here because they're so versatile. Okay, let's run this one through. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I can't wait till that last press. 20, 25. Okay. So maybe I should have used the gray there, but since the 2 and the 2 are so close together, I might have wanted to do that differently, but that's okay. Alright, now we will do the gray on the 5, which is right here. Okay, and we'll use Thunder. Pretty. I love Thunder. Thunder is such a pretty color. You don't think of gray as a pretty color, but I do like this color. Scooch that in there with take your pick tool or any other pokey tool you might have. Any of them will work. And then let's press this one and see where we're at. Okay, let's see. Oh, I got some smudges. I didn't clean my plate. Got some smudges. 2025. Let's see if I can clean those. We all have this happen, don't we? Use a little sand eraser and do light. BetterPress paper is the worst paper to try to fix because it is 100% cotton. It does work, but it shows because it changes the texture of the paper. So I'm probably going to want to do this over. But I'm going to leave it in so you can see that we all make mistakes. And then I will do the card a second time. I'll do a do-over and show you what it should look like. But I wanted to show you on the card how you can try to fix this. It does get better. See that? It does get better, but you just have to go really super light because you're changing the consistency of this card. I knew I had this little red right here. I figured that one wouldn't be that big a deal. But these other ones are pretty big. Those did come out pretty good, but I'm a perfectionist. Some of you may not care, but I am crazy. I'm crazy. Like, I won't let this one go to the shop for sale. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's see if this red will come out. This is a mono sand eraser. If you do not have one, it's some of the best $3 you'll probably ever spend. And it does work wonders. It's just not the best for BetterPress because of the velocity of the paper. But it did pull that red out. When we put the silver over it, maybe some of this will get covered. We'll go ahead and do that together and see how that goes down. It may not lay flat over it. I don't know. I've never tried to correct and then press on top. So we are going to try this together today. Okay, that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. It's not horrible. It's better, but it's not awesome. So, but at least you can see that with these mono erasers by Tombow, it is a sand eraser for ink. So you can use that and it can save your life a lot. But something else I'm going to do when I redo this is I'm going to alternate these two colors. I'll put the red down here and the gray here. So these two reds are not together and these two are opposite this way. I think that'll look better. But for right now, for demonstration purposes, let's learn from this, because when you craft together, you learn together, right? And let's clean this off like I should have been doing anyways. And let's do the congrats. And now this, I just got in Lisa Horton's metallic inks. And I'm excited to try the silver for the first time. I have heard it works wonders, but I have not tried the silver. So we're going to give it a go. This is Lisa Horton's Cloud 9 Silver Shine. And it is a pigment ink. It's an exclusive limited edition. It is sold out everywhere. I had to get on a waiting list for it, so I will put the links for it in my supply list below. It's a virtual supply list, so I'll have one link below. Just click on the virtual supply list and go to whichever retailer you like to shop at if you're interested in getting this, and make sure you click the notify me when available, because that's how I had to get it. It was not available. I actually missed it the first 2 times it was available, and then it finally came available. So this is a pigment ink, so it's more sticky, as you can see me trying to clean it off here. And so it does take longer to dry, but I played with the gold some already, planning for the BetterPress Babes live this Tuesday night coming up. It'll be over at Stationery by Justine, her channel. So make sure you come check that out on Tuesday night next week. But when I was playing with the gold, it actually dried pretty quickly for a pigment ink. I was surprised, very impressed actually. So still plenty of time to emboss and like do this, plenty of time, but it still was nice when doing a project for it to actually absorb and everything. So let's just see if this is going to stamp for us, considering it's got a rocky surface under there. So let's see how this turns out. All right. Okay, so there is the congrats. So I actually like this. It's just that it's got the etchings where it is messed up underneath it is the reason I don't really care for it. But I think we learned a lot from this to make sure we definitely clean our plates before we run them through. I did add my shims under here, all 3 shims. So that is one reason the ink got picked up. I have been running it with only 1 shim, and I added 2 extra shims. So that's more of a reason why I grabbed that ink pulled up. But overall, I love the idea of this collection because there's so much versatility to it. Those registration plates make it so much more of an investment that's worth it to me. I hope you have enjoyed this trial and error and that you've learned a little something with me. So I will see you in the next video. I'll see you Tuesday night. I'll put the information here on the screen. Tuesday night over at the Stationery by Justine. She's on YouTube with me. But Stationery by Justine is her channel, and we will be live Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will be better pressing. So you will see these numbers again, and you will see the calendar set as well demonstrated over there on her channel. So I hope to see you there. Hey guys, I am back with the finished second card. I love the way this one turned out. I did change the gray for this too, and then the other red for this one. And the reds are very similar, but this one is slightly off the LDRS red. This one still is a truer red. This is more of that strawberry. So I like the way this turns out. To me, it does still speak Georgia Bulldogs. I was thinking maybe one of the little caps on the 0 would be like a graduation cap here, would be also cute to add to this. I think that would be adorable. I think there is one in the gnomes set, the gnomes with the car that Spellbinders has. I think there's a little cap in that I could add right there for extra. These are the other 2 cards that I created, and I wanted to share these with you. My grandson, Liam, is going to be 2 in December. So I thought this was cute. I got the monsters out and did a boy and a girl because he has a little friend that's a little girl, and I thought they could have matching birthday cards. So I've used a few different Spellbinders products here, including the club background embossing folders this month from our club kit, and numerous other products here. I will make sure they're all down in the virtual supply list, and I'll have these photos up on social media as well, circulating, so if you want to grab a snapshot of them, you can. But I hope you've enjoyed this. I just wanted you to be able to see the actual numbers stamped or die cut out and raised up, and how cute they are on a card. It's perfect for any age, any date, any birthday, any anniversary. This set is, to me, the best, one of the best ones we've had in quite a while. I just love this. It's so versatile. So the other thing is you can use these number dies, the dies alone, and die cut anything. You could die cut a watercolor background. You could die cut a BetterPress background. You could die cut an embossing folder. You could just die cut the number without even using the BetterPress. You could die cut foil. You could foil the number and then die cut it out. Wow. Think of that. That would be gorgeous. Okay. My mind is just running. So I hope you enjoyed this card today. And again, I hope it's okay that I left all the mistakes in the video. I hope that's educational, because we all make mistakes. We're all human. And I, by far, am not perfect. I'm a design and a card maker just like you are. So that's all what crafting life together is all about. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I will see you in the next crafty video. Bye-bye, my friends.